Hi, in today's video I would like to discuss a possible new clue found in SB Vegas Adventures' latest video named Kenny Veach Investigation Foothills of the Old Mine. Of course, I will leave links to it in the description. As you can see on the screen, I have circled a small cave to the left and an agave burn pit to the right. This will be used for my Google Earth analysis later, but on this video a user by the name of rivasssss left the comment 10-minute 55-second mark. That broken beer bottle piece is the same beer bottle that Kenny had in one of the short videos where he's drinking the beer after his hike. That broken piece looks very similar. SB says, based on what I've seen, I have a feeling that I'm getting closer. There will be a part 2 of this video very soon. Now, if you're wondering what rivasssss is referring to, it's this video here, uploaded by Sharon Pilgrim, Kenny's supposed ex-girlfriend. She uploaded it in November 2021, 7 years after Kenny went missing. In the description she says, an additional video in the camera Kenny and I used while hiking. Enjoy the video. I'm not sure why Kenny did not include this video in his M-Cave hiking video. Anyway, rivasssss is referring to this video here. Now, let's go back to SB's video and see the broken pieces. What do they look like? We can see some blue, some red, some yellow. It's a brown beer bottle. And on the left of it, we can see what appears to be pistachio shells. Now, I'm not really sure if this is pistachio or not. To me, it looks like it is, but I'm not 100% certain. I don't see anything else in this screenshot that I took because I wanted to focus more on the broken beer bottle itself. There are some glass shards laying around, of course, but my point is, let's look back at Kenny's video and see if it is the same beer or not. Here, I've taken a screenshot of Kenny putting the bottle down. We can see that it is different. There's no white line, there's no immediately visible letters on it that says LI, like the broken pieces that we saw. Now I'm going to zoom in on Kenny's bottle, and at this point I asked in a community post on my channel for help identifying the bottle that SB found first. I was helped by 2 users. One is #slinging_748 and the other is NPetrovski. Both said that it's a Budweiser and that the broken bottle is a Bud Light bottle from around 2007. The Budweiser they're referring to is the one that Kenny is drinking. It is the Budweiser Folds of Honor, as you can see from this photo here. You can see it has the 3 stars that are visible on Kenny's video, and this sort of ribbon shape or necktie shape, I guess, it's also visible on Kenny's video, although it is in lower resolution. But we can tell that this is the Folds of Honor Budweiser. Now back to the broken beer bottle that SB found. Here I have zoomed in on it. We can see in blue background that the letter LI are visible. Beneath it we can see most clearly it says shingly, so that almost certainly means refreshingly because we're talking about the beer. The users who left comments on my community post were correct. This is the Bud Light Lone Star State label. You can see the same cursive font and you can see the same words. Here I will zoom in on it. Brewed with the finest ingredients for a refreshingly smooth taste. Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, St. Louis. I think MO means Missouri. 12 fluid ounces, I think it says on the bottom. And we can see that the broken pieces in SB's video seem to be weathered down quite a lot. But we can now identify that it is the same cursive font, the same wording, the same brown bottle color, which should be from 2007. So, is it safe to assume that these pieces have been in this cave for quite a while? Is it possible that Kenny himself left the beer bottle here? Maybe he had some pistachios, you know, a salty, nutritious snack after a killer hike like he did. And now I'm going to show you this cave in Google Earth. Let's get to it. You can see I have opened up Google Earth on Jomei Canyon, and I have already left a pin, broken Bud Light bottle Lone Star. But first, just to see if I'm correct, I think that this here, where my mouse cursor is the same sort of fenced off area where Kenny has parked his car. Of course, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that this is it. And as you can see, it is quite close to where that cave is. Now, if you remember from SB's video where he was pointing out to the cave, I had marked an agave burn pit to the right, which is this thing here at the center of the screen where my cursor is. And then the cave was somewhere to the left of it, in the first sort of rocky hill, which is again here in the middle of the screen. I believe it is about where my cursor is, in this area here. So we can see that it is quite close to the road. Let's give it a quick measure. In a straight line it's 1/10 of a mile, or 0.17 kilometers, so this is incredibly close to the road and to where you could potentially park your car at. So, in my opinion, it is within the realm of possibility that at some point Kenny Veach could have parked his car here and maybe gone to this little cave area, inside the little cave actually, to have a beer, have some pistachios, maybe hide from the wind, hide from the sun, and just relax there, while still having a perfect view of his car. So, what else? Can we assume that on his final hike, Kenny parked his car somewhere here, maybe went in this cave to have a beer, some potentially pistachios, and then he went all the way to Wild Horse Pass, where he left his cell phone. This is quite the distance, about 3 miles in a straight line, but keep in mind this isn't really a flat area, it goes up and down, so it takes quite a while to get there on foot. And maybe, can we also assume, of course nothing here is fact, it's just assumptions and theories, can we theorize that at some point Kenny might have gone behind this sort of rocky hill here, in this little gully? Jeff Cly, if you're watching this, have you walked here in this little gully behind the cave? From what I can see on Google Earth, at least the first section of it shouldn't be too much of a pain in the ass to climb. I mean this one here that I'm circling right now. Up after it, if you go higher, especially in this sort of more rocky outcrop, this looks like it's gonna be too much of a hassle to just walk over it, but still, It is rather close to the road, so I don't know, have you been there? And have you found any clues potentially here? Or anybody else who's watching this? Let me know what you think, let me know if you've been here, if it would make sense for Kenny to use this little cave. I wonder if maybe up from the agave burn pit it might be easier to get to this section here, but I'm not sure. I mean, this is loose gravel, loose rocks, sand, it is steep. Looking at it on Google Earth makes it seem much easier and flatter than it actually is, so just because I think this is manageable doesn't necessarily mean that it wouldn't be a complete pain in the ass to go over. But still, I wonder if that broken beer bottle could have belonged to Kenny. And since I've already opened Google Earth, I'll do another quick sort of analysis and share my opinion. In SB Vegas Adventures' video, he wondered if maybe Kenny climbed up from here to Picture Canyon to take a shortcut instead of going all the way through Wild Horse Pass and then down this part and then walk, I don't know, whatever the hell kind of mileage this is. It is quite a lot. So let's see. Just a quick little analysis from what I can see. Up until here, I'd say maybe you could get to this, you know. It is, again, this is steep, it's loose gravel, rocks, sand, bushes, rattlesnakes, scorpions, black widows, whatever the hell else. This isn't as easy as it looks to climb. Maybe if you can get up to this ridge here. This part here kind of looks like a trail maybe, or place where people or bighorn sheep have gone through. I don't know if you can see it. Let me just try to circle it. How the hell does this work? Okay, so where the straight line of my circle is, I don't know if you can make it out as well as I am, or maybe I'm just imagining it, but my point is, maybe Kenny could have gone up onto this ridge, then walked on it, and then where would he go from here? I mean, Wild Horse Pass is this way, which is west, I believe. My apologies, not Wild Horse Pass, Picture Canyon should be facing west from here, and we can see it's getting significantly steeper even on the ridge here, so he'd have to go up and down, and he had an injured leg, so maybe he'd get to this point, and from here it just looks like sheer drops everywhere. I don't think that he would have taken a shortcut through here. This looks like an absolute pain to walk through and to climb down without any ropes, and especially with his injured leg. So in my opinion, it takes a lot more time to climb down this stuff to get to Picture Canyon than it would to just walk through Wild Horse Pass. Unless maybe he came down this part here, but again, with the steepness of it, with his injury, with the loose rocks, sand, gravel, again, scorpions, rattlesnakes, tarantulas, mountain lions, aliens, skinwalkers, I don't know. I just don't see him doing this unless he had a death wish or something, I don't know. Anyway, this has taken on far too long, and as always, let me know what you think. Jeff Cly, if you've been to any of these parts, please share your thoughts, opinions, experiences. If I'm wrong somewhere, I'd love to learn, to be corrected. because I'm invested in this mystery for a while now as a contributor. Well, contributing my thoughts and findings really. I live too damn far away from it to go hiking, but still, thanks for watching and goodbye.